Hey everyone, this is day 2 of our unit on percents. And yesterday I had mentioned in the video that there are going to be a lot of word problems that we're going to have to answer in this unit, and there are going to be a lot of new key vocabulary words that are going to tell us that we have a percent word problem. And yesterday that word was commission. Today the word is markdown or markdowns. Now there are a bunch of different types of markdowns that are used in the real world. So different words you might hear that mean a markdown. For example, a word problem might just say, hey, an item is being marked down. You might see the word discount, or you might see the word sale price. So a markdown is probably the most common use of percent you guys see like outside of a classroom. And it's discounts when you go to the mall and something is on sale for, let's say, 20% off. That, let's say, shirt is on sale. So you would pay a sale price, you wouldn't pay the full price. So in this first box, it says, when a store is trying to get rid of a product, it will usually reduce the price of an item, which is known as a markdown or a discount. So again, you go to the mall, you go into, like, let's say American Eagle, you buy a pair of jeans, and those jeans are 20% off. Again, the discount rate or the markdown rate is that 20%. And then you go to the cash register and you're paying the sale price. So the sale price is the price of a good or service that is being offered at a discount. So today what we're going to do is we're going to look at a bunch of different sale price questions and use our knowledge of percents to calculate the sale price of an item, the price of the item after the discount. Now with these word problems, we need to read them very carefully because sometimes I'll ask you, hey, determine the discount amount. Or I'll say, hey, determine the sale price. Now the discount amount and the sale price are different. So we got to read carefully to make sure that we're answering the question correctly. So if we look at the model example in box 1, and again, the notes that I have up here are going along with the day 2% blank notes that are on Google Classroom. So the model example number 1 says a DVD that has a regular price of $20 is on sale at 10% off. What is the sale price? Okay, so for this first question, we are calculating the sale price. What is the cost of this DVD going to be after a 10% discount is taken off? So when we calculate the sale price, there are 2 steps we have to follow, and I have the 2 steps written out for you. Step 1 is to first calculate the amount of money the item is being discounted. So I know the item is being discounted 10% off, but how much money is 10% off? How much money in dollars am I taking off the regular price of $20? I have to figure out that number first. So I have to figure out a percent of a number, which is what we were working on yesterday. So I first have to determine what is 10% off of $20. What is 10% of 20? So again, I'm finding the percent of a number. If we remember from yesterday, when we find the percent of a number, that keyword is of. Of tells me I have to multiply my percentage times my number, which is 20 in this case. But before we do that, we have to convert our percent into a decimal, or you can convert it into a fraction, but I like to convert it as a decimal. So 10% written as a decimal is 0.10 or 0.1, and I'm timesing that by 20. Now 0.10 times 20 gives us 2, more specifically $2. So that tells me that my discount price is $2. Again, that tells me that I'm taking $2 off of the regular price of the DVD. Now, again, this question asks me to determine the sale price. So I don't just stop at $2 because $2 is not the sale price. That's the discount amount. So now I have to find the sale price. Again, that brings me to step 2, and step 2 is to subtract the discount amount from the original cost of the item. Very careful here, we have to subtract, okay, because this is a discount or a percent off, which tells me we have to subtract. So I have to take my original cost, which was $20, and subtract my discount amount, which was 2. And 20 minus 2 is 18. So the sale price of this DVD is $18. Okay, and again, guys, this is where you have to read the question carefully, because some questions I might tell you find the sale price, and if I tell you to find the sale price, you have to complete both step 1 and step 2. But some questions I just might ask you to find, hey, what's the discount amount? And if that was the case, you would only have to complete step 1. Okay, so again, we'll just make sure we're reading questions very carefully. Okay, let's try number 1. Number 1 is broken up into 2 parts. Basically, I broke it into the 2 steps that we have to follow in order to calculate the sale price of an item. So part A says a tie that has a regular price of $16 is on sale at 20% off. Calculate the amount of money that the tie is being discounted. Okay, guys, so again, read carefully. I only have to figure out for part A the amount of money that the tie is being discounted. Well, I know the tie is 20% off of the regular price, which is $16. So again, I'm finding the percent of a number. I have to determine what is 20% of 16. So I simply have to multiply. Before I multiply, I must convert my percent into a decimal, and 20% as a decimal is 0.20, and I times that by 16. So 0.20 times 16 is $3.20. Again, if you guys just plug that into your calculator would have given you 3.2. Please recognize that we are dealing with money, and when we deal with money, we need 2 digits after that decimal point, So we need to make sure that we include that 0 after the 2. Okay, now we're up to part B. Part B says, what is the sale price? Well, the sale price of the item is the original price minus the discount amount. So my original price was $16, but I'm taking off 20%, which was $3.20. So I simply subtract, and when I subtract 16 minus $3.20, we get $12.80. So the selling price or the sale price of the tie is $12.80. Okay, number 2. Number 2 says Lauren brought a winter coat that was on sale for 40% off of the regular price of $199. Calculate the amount of money that the coat is being discounted. Again, for the first part, I'm only determining the discount amount. How much money am I taking off the original price? So again, I have to take 40% off of $199. So I have to determine what is 40% of $199. I got to multiply. Before I do that, convert 40% into a decimal, which is 0.40, and then multiply that by 199. And you should get $79.60. So again, that's the discount amount. So I'm taking $79.60 off the original price of this coat to determine my sale price. So my original price was $199, and I'm subtracting $79.60. And when I do that, we should get $119.40. So the sale price of this coat is $119.40. Okay, I want to do number 3 together as well, just because there's a rounding part to this question. So number 3 says, Ben wants to buy a guitar, and the regular price of the guitar is $329.99. The sale price of the guitar is 20% off the regular price. Whoops, we forgot the other F at the end of that word of. Sorry about that. Calculate the amount of money the guitar is being discounted. So again, the guitar is being discounted at 25% off of $329.99. So I got to multiply those two numbers together, convert 25% into a decimal, which is 0.25, and then multiply. And when I do that, we should get 82.4975. But again, guys, remember we are dealing with money, so I need to round this decimal. Remember, with money, we only deal with 2 digits after the decimal point. So I need to round to the nearest hundredth. So I look at the 9. I look to the right of the 9. If that number is 5 or higher, it's going to bump that 9 up to a 10. And if it is 4 or less, it's going to stay 9. Since that number to the right is a 7, it is going to bump that 9 up, which is going to round this number to $82.50. Okay, so the discount amount of this guitar is going to be $82.50. In order to find the sale price, I simply need to subtract the original price, which is $329.99, minus $82.50, which should give us $247.49. All right, guys, so just a two-step procedure that you got to do. First, find the discount, then use that discount to determine the sale price. I want you guys to try number 4 on your own. Pause the video, and when you got your answer, press play so that you can check to see if your answer is correct. Okay, here's the answer to number 4. The discount amount was $3.20, which made the sale price of the sandals $12.80. All right, number 5 through 7, a little bit different in just the way I asked the question. Again, we got to read these carefully. So number 5 says, find the selling price of a $120 pair of shoes with a 22% markdown. So notice how in this question, guys, I didn't break it up for you into 2 different parts. You need to read the question carefully. And the key phrase here is to find the selling price. Since we are finding the selling price, we have to complete both of those steps. But again, I didn't break it down for you. So you have to recognize that you have to do those 2 steps. So we'll do the first one together. So again, step 1 is to find my discount amount. So my discount amount is 22% off of $120. And again, the keyword, another keyword in this question is markdown. I didn't say discount. I didn't say sale price. I said markdown. So we need to recognize that a markdown is going to decrease the price of the item, which is also known as the sale price. Okay, so I got to figure out what is 22% of 120. So convert that 22% into a decimal, which is 0.22. Multiply that by 120. And we should get $26.40. Make sure you included that 0 after the 4. Okay, so that's my discount amount. That's the amount of money that I'm taking off of the total or the original price of these shoes. Now I need to complete step 2. Step two is to find out the sale price. So we got to take the original price of the item and subtract the discount amount. And when we do that, we should get $93.60. So the sale price of these shoes is $93.60. Okay, guys, again, pause the video and try number 6 and 7, and then hit play to check your answers. Okay, number 6, the selling price of the blouse should have been $41. And number 7, the selling price of the sneakers should have been $100. Okay, what you guys are going to do now is the markdown drag and drop activity that I have on the classroom. I will post a video that explains the directions with that. To show your work for that drag and drop activity, I included a sale price answer sheet where you can do all your work on here just to keep track of the items that you're calculating